everyone, 64 Gravely here with my buddy Mitch, who's behind the camera, and we're heading to Colorado. We are picking up a John Deere Model R for a professor of mine. And if you're not familiar with the John Deere R, it's a big Wheatland style tractor, like 440 something cubic inch, 2-cylinder diesel with a pony motor. The pony motor in this one's blown, so we're gonna have to drag it to start it. And it's just a massive tractor, about 9,500 pounds, thereabouts. And this one's kind of built for pulling, and bounces when it idles. It's like 100 horsepower, and I think they were originally rated for 70. Good deal of torque, so it'll be a pretty cool machine. You guys will hopefully like it. We're in the old F Super Duty that you guys saw way back, but quite a bit's changed since you last saw it. I've had the bottom end of parts, spun in new bearings, water methanol injection, D66 turbo, intercooled, bellowed up pipes, custom tunes. I cut the truck in half 2 years ago because the frame was rotted. It's got a Kansas frame on it from the cab back. But yeah, it's like the ultimate kind of tow pig for my budget and what I do. I got a 6-ton rated double axle trailer behind us, and that picked that up a couple years ago. And so yeah, it's 410 miles till our next turn. And we're out here on I-70. We just went through Salina, Kansas. Then we're going to Evergreen, right on the west side of Denver. This tractor is being kept at the Denver Botanical Gardens, the local tractor club that these people belong to. They kind of have a deal with the Botanical Gardens where they keep their stuff there if they help out and help work the land. So yeah, we'll bring you along for the ride. Four-wheel drive swap, lifted E-Series van. That was just a few seconds ago rolling coal, so most likely it's a 7.3, maybe a 6.0. I don't know if they put 6.0s in E-Series vans, but I guess something to break up the monotony of driving through the plains here. Truck's doing all right. We're bucking a headwind right now, so it's working kind of hard. The mileage is probably going to be around 10. Normally I cruise at 800 degrees on the exhaust gas temperature, but we're cruising more like 950. So she's working a little harder. The water methanol, which there's a controller right there, it's been kicking on a little more than it usually does, but we'll get there when we get there. Here in Colby, Kansas, just stopped to fuel up the truck. Everything's going good, but god damn, it's windy as hell. Truck's working hard. Flat as hell out here, but we're doing good. Let's get back on the road. And there it is, Colorado border. Man, it still looks exactly the same as Kansas. Another 2.5 hours, so we'll probably see the mountains come over the horizon. Hey guys, so we made it out to the Botanical Gardens, and you can see there's a lot of old equipment around here, and we're driving out here into the back 40 to see if we can find the Model R and assess the situation, see how we're going to get it on the trailer. So stay tuned.
It was built in '51, and I don't know the previous ownership of it too much. Paid, well, they wanted $1,500, but I traded a John Deere D in on it, and they gave me fair price for it at the time, $600. But this one is severely overfueled. That's how they get that horsepower out of it, but the smoke can be staggering.
Awesome. So, what were these R's mainly built for?
They were drag tractors.
Okay.
I mean, they never had. Most of them had hydraulics, but never any 3-point. So you just dragged. Basically, it was better to pull a 4-bottom.
Okay.
But if you pull a 3-bottom, you got to off-hitch off to the side, and that slows you down. No, I mean, you don't have the tractive effort that. I don't know. It's a. But it's the R is the standard tractor for pulling. There tractors allow pull it, but it's what you judge tractors by about what an R will do.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if Luke told you I also have a Minneapolis G6, and it has more horsepower than these do. But I said, nah, this ain't gonna pull as good as that R, because the maximum torque on an R is like 748 RPM. Well, those big old minis, it was 1350. Well, when you drag them down, when they get dragged down,
when you get below that peak torque,
right?
Yeah, then it's all over.
Right.
Yeah. So, blew a power steering line, getting ready to drag this tractor to start it. So, luckily, local Advanced Auto Parts had it right in stock, so I'm gonna have to swap this line out before we can do anything else and get that thing going. All right, guys, we got the R on the trailer. Took a little bit of finagling, had to back it on, but fired up, did all right. Had a little bit of issues with the throttle sticking, but other than that, I'd say we're good. Tomorrow we're gonna head out early in the morning, but before that we're gonna head back to Little Bear, have a couple drinks, see what we can do, and get a good night's rest. So, thank you. So it's Sunday morning. We just left the house where we were staying, and we got to go back to the botanical gardens and hook up to the trailer, but geez, the Rockies are gorgeous. Truck's running good. We're up here at about 8,000 feet right now, outside of Denver in the Front Range. But yeah, we're gonna head over there to the botanical gardens, hook up, and get on the road.
Oh man, look coming into the right.
Hello everyone, so we just filled up the truck and we have come down, climbed up out of Denver. Now we're headed back down, and the truck's doing surprisingly well. I thought she'd be working a lot harder than it is. I mean, it's still working hard, don't get me wrong, but it's handling it great. The trailer's doing all right. Only had one strap loosen up in the 30 miles from Denver when we stopped to fill up, so the thing's doing real good. I'm pretty happy with it. Overall, the trip went pretty smoothly. You know, we blew that power steering line. That ground was kind of soft, and the tires got down in a rut, and that fitting was just about ready to go, I think. So all it took was that little bit extra pressure, and it popped. But we got it fixed. Luckily, a store right in Denver had one. The tractor fired right up, as you saw, so happy about that. The throttle wouldn't idle down, wouldn't shut off. We had to pull the compression release to shut it off. But yeah, I mean, overall it's done all right. So we got about 400 miles till McPherson. So we're back out of the mountains. We're back in the plains again. So that's kind of sad, but overall I'd say things are going pretty good. Dented up this side of that time. Oh. Broke the welds. Fenders on the tire over here. I got some problems.